Good morning, everyone. Feels like I'm sitting in the dark again, right? I've got plenty of light in here. I don't know why it doesn't reflect. Come on, Maddie. Madison. So, I asked her to come down with me while I was coming down, but she doesn't want to. For one reason or another, because she's so old too. She's going on 12 years old now, right? She can't see very well anymore, I think. Could also have something to do with her. Maybe she might have some arthritis in her legs, this and that. So she doesn't like to come down the steps. Madison, come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. She's whining all the way down. I don't know if you guys can hear her. Come on. There she's coming. Come on. Oh, you got this. Come on. Come on. Oh, you got this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there you are. You made it. You made it. Wasn't so bad, was it? Was it? Yeah. You need to go out? You need to go out? No, because you most likely already peed last night in the front of the kitchen sink. What are you doing? You guys want to see this? Maddie, what are you doing? Oh, you're coming back here. Go lay down. All right. What did you do? What did you do, Maddie? What did you do? Huh? Huh? You're not going to perform now? When she gets all, huh? She gets all embarrassed or this or that, she starts to do this with her paw. Oh, she didn't give us that this morning. Did you? Huh? So, current events, chapter 11, part 2, current events. That is something I'd like to talk about. As I said, you guys can hardly see me, can you? Because this isn't just about me. Is it important for you all to see me? It's important for you to hear what I have to say. Oh, is it just me that you need to listen to? I doubt that. There's one thing when I get certain videos that people send me, says, hey, listen to this, that, and I start watching, there's one thing that I pay attention to. Is the speaker or the person presenting something standing there talking from their own perspective, number one. Number two, conviction. Number three, how well are they informed to give what they're giving without having to look at notes? So if I suddenly notice, wait a minute, you got a teleprompter telling you everything what to do, or you got a piece of paper in front of you to make sure you're giving it, that's fine. But then you're not ready to talk to the people. So, I am going to continue on current events, on how some people in this country use race as a continued excuse, and on how people are using their race to continue a path where I have to say, what, don't you know your history at all in this country? I'm not from this country. I have nothing to do with your problems out there. I come from a completely different continent than this one, okay? Yet I'm here. I went through the history and just, whoa, oh, wait a minute. What? Huh? And you people don't know that? So number one thing, interesting, the lady Treehouse. Man, she's got the, all right, whatever, but in a way you can't, I mean, it's like, I want to say something now, and I probably shouldn't, because it would just prove again on, you don't get to judge people by appearance. Now, on behavior, yes, but not on appearance. Anyway, It's called the Treehouse. Now she more or less just has to put clips on videos because, man, she lets you have it. And guess what? Yeah. You want me to? No. Well, I'm not, because I like her for who she is and how she presents things according to reality. Anywho. So, when I got into the first time I started to look at what is going on racially in this country and what has been going on is after the movie Amistad. Amistad, watch it. Oh, it's awful. It's awful to begin with. Then of course it gets better because and then in the end, the movie's over. In the end, it gives you a little blurb on the instigator on the boat, who then, the people here in New York going, well, we got, no, it was, I was here. I had this dilemma of, we got a boat full of slaves, but they kind of took over the boat. So what do we do now? And they, well, anyway, you watch the movie or read the story about it. It's true. It's a true story. I'm sure the movie kind of, enhanced some things that are more terrible and put down more things that, are also more terrible if one were to. But at the end of the movie, it states very clearly, and I went and checked it out. I said, I don't believe that. It's just, that the guy who instigated the mutiny, per se, took over the ship before they landed in America, and then got everyone freed there before they were, they didn't get sold. This and that. He learned English really quickly. This and that. Went back to his native country of Africa and became one of the worst known slave traders of all times, of his own people. Having gone through that voyage, having gone through, wow, woof, that's what? No way, no way. When I see again what happened in New Jersey, where most black people voted Democrat there, supposedly, did you? Or were your votes just because you're not going to... Were they? I'd like to know. Because let me tell you why I brought up Amistad first. Do people in this country realize that it was the Republicans that freed the slaves and that the Democrats kept a hold on them? That Virginia and Georgia, the representatives of Virginia and Georgia at the time of setting up the Declaration of Independence were against the draft, where it included the freedom for all, everyone, no matter who you were, including the slaves. Did you know they blocked that? Yeah. Sadly, none of the Republican ones there, conservative ones per se. Interesting, huh? That Democrats are the liberals, the leftists, the feminists, this and that, yet they wanted to keep slavery. Right. Well, they murder unborn children too. They love doing that. Yeah, they want the right to do that. Oh, they want the right for a lot more than that. And then, yeah. So now you're telling me that the majority of black people in this country, African descent people of this country, are supporting the party that wanted them and kept them a lot longer enslaved than the Republican Party wanted them to be? Question mark. Yeah. I'm not getting that. Which part of history have people in that regard not read or kind of dug a little bit deeper and gone, whoa, read the draft of the Declaration of Independence and why it was rejected and by whom it was rejected by. Very simple exercise. Are you serious? Okay, right there for myself. And do you know, here you are as a African descent person, you're voting against the people, the exact people, the Republicans, the North per se, who gave their lives for you years and years and years later, said, no, we're done with this. If we have to, and they started a civil war. Yeah, it wasn't just, well, it was a big part about that. And now people of African descent out there are dissing that party. So many of them in New Jersey, 80%, 90% of the men and women. Really? Why? So, here is my thing about that. Current events. Why would you do that? Either you have no idea on how history ran in this country, right? And basically now you're pooping and peeing on the people that actually did deliver you from slavery. Did not agree with that. We're done with that. Right? Remember, during the riots, when they tore all them statues down, they also tore down Frederick Douglass's statue. I guess you're fine with that. He probably was a Republican too. Okay. Anyway, you don't know who he is? Why do I know who he is? You should know who he is. Go look him up. All right. Yeah. Well, he doesn't have a holiday like Martin Luther King does. All right. Okay. Gotcha. Anywho. So my question is, are really that many African descent people out there uninformed on what really happened in this country when it came for the freedom of all? Or is it that when you become a Republican, you're expected to be out there doing your part, working, bringing in the dough, taking care of your children, taking care of your wife, taking care of your husband, without a check coming into your home? Isn't that being a part of a country, a part of a people? Or is it that you know full well that if you vote Republican, then suddenly a big part of your community, especially when it comes to inner city, will be at risk of going to jail, right? Suddenly, you wouldn't have them checks coming in so you can, support criminals, gang members, drugs, and I don't know what? Big hullabaloos when one of the children happens to get shot. By whom? By whom? Really? How many young children are getting shot by gang members? Your family members. Huh? And yet, who's supposed to be taking care of that? I'm not getting it. Yeah. It's one thing to come out of slavery in one area, huh? And then supporting the same party that kept you there and follow their whatever and stay right in slavery, right? To them. That's what a lot of people are doing out there. Yeah. It's a sad thing to see that. It's a sad thing for someone like me coming from another continent to a country where I see every possibility for everyone. Okay? And they are out there. Them excuses of, I've been bullied. Who hasn't been bullied when they're not aggressive or rich enough? Okay? What does race have to do with any of that? Well, I didn't get the job because, well, you probably didn't get the job because your grades weren't as good as someone else's. What's the responsibility factor here? What's there's another one. If one hires you, what are the possibilities that suddenly you will raise the factors of race and being poorer and this and that and I don't know what? Have you ever thought of that? Yeah, if you are someone like that. Or bringing certain things from your bedroom again into the workplace. Yeah. Yes, see? Yes. So, for the last thing here, I could make that, well, I'll bring that up again too. I'm done. I'm done being quiet, okay? And the reason I'm done is because this isn't helping this country. Again, I don't have anything against anyone out there if they take care of their responsibilities. I am not responsible for anyone in the inner city that is protecting criminals, gang members, shooting their own children, this and that. I'm not responsible for that. You are. You who live there. You got that? Yeah. Look, you can't really see, right? There's a reason why one can't really see, because now I'm talking to you not according to what I look like, okay? But on how I see, I have studied, I have taken care of my surroundings, this and that. Yeah. Who do you think is paying for all them checks, coming to all them homes with people just whatever, okay? Huh? I'm one of those people who pays for that. Yes, I'm one of them. And many others out there. And guess what? Predominantly, they're going to look white in this country. Yeah. That just makes me mad. It makes me mad when I have to hear all this stuff that's going on out there when I'm going, are you kidding me? Seriously? What? And people are listening to this. And the media is picking it up like candy off the ground. You're not supposed to eat that, okay? Yeah. Anyway, I am a peace-loving person. I'm also a person who will give you the proper information that you need out there to be a part of this country, a productive part of this country. Okay? Yeah. How dare any person out there attack a Republican and their families who freed the people? Yeah. What about the Asian communities? Oh, yeah. All right, you guys ever been to any of them China, Korea, Japan towns? Who rules the roost there? Really? And why? And people there, they're fine with that? They're fine with all that drug trafficking, sex trafficking of children and women and this? They're good with that? Oh, okay. Then why do you come whining to me? Again, take care of your communities. Stop supporting them. Report what you see, especially when it comes to children. Yeah. Anywho. Yeah, you start attacking the exact people who have been taking care of you. Well, guess what? The whiplash will happen. The whiplash is happening. So, all I can say is start doing the right thing. If you need to, then go and read up on history. Okay? Start looking at who's actually paying your bills when you have them checks coming in on the mail. In the mail. Okay? Because you know what? You bite your owner, per se. You bite the one that provides you enough times. Guess what? They're going to say, I think I need to not. do not need to be doing that. Don't need to be around that anymore. I don't need to be contributing there anymore. You got that? Yeah. Okay. Well, there it is. Boy, Daniela's on a roll this morning. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm tired of being, yes, I understand. Yes, and this and that. That's all good too, to a point. And then when it gets to, as many children as are being abused today, abandoned, killed through abortion, and I don't know what, it's in excess of no more. And with certain things going on out there, their minds now, right? It's one thing physically, this, that. Now they're starting to more and more mess with their minds. Where a boy and a girl doesn't know anymore that they're a boy or a girl? Give me a break. Anyway. All right. There you go. Had my say this morning. And I guess what I'm trying to say, basically, it is sad I have to voice myself like this. This is absolutely sad to me. This is not a, yeah, let it out, this, that, absolutely not. Has nothing to do with that. It is sad I have to even do this. It is sad that people are that blind out there. That blind. Are people out there really so entrenched in sin, in nasty things, in stuff that they full well know is wrong to do? When it comes to being a human being, really? That we're just going to go along with all this insanity that's going on out there? Wow. I like being a free human being. I loved when I came to this country, you might not believe so, but in Switzerland, I felt much more constricted and restrained than when I came here. Yes, there was some culture shocks going on where I'd say, whoa, wait a minute. No, that I can't be a part of that. But there were other things. Right? There were other things. So in every country, right, there's some good things, some things more hidden than others, this, that, and then if you suddenly just let it all hang out, that's not a good thing either. Yes. And again, the safety of children comes first. Not you. Not your sex preferences, not your race, not your poor or rich. Children come first. Every child before the age of at least 13, 14, even comes first. Comes first. At least to protect them. To protect them so they can grow into a young adult, right? A young adult that hasn't been physically, psychologically, and mentally abused. Right? Yes? I don't think that's so hard to do. If you put your mind to it in your surroundings, I don't think that's so hard to do. I think it can be done. Right? Yes. Or at least then, here you go. Let people know. That's not happening at my house. In my community. Yeah. Again, get together in small groups. Pick the smartest one. And then you start going after whatever. We've got plenty of laws and this and that in this country. You can. And you know what? You start doing the right thing. You will have God as your supporter. Who wouldn't want God as their supporter? Yes. You never know how things are going to go then. Right? Yes. All right. Well, here's my rant and rave this morning. Yes. God's love and blessings always. Now we'll talk to y'all another time.